Hello, good to have you back for your program Décryptage. Today we will be talking to Mr. Kofi Asumadu Addo, Director Guarantees and Specialized Finance at the African Export-Import Bank and board member of AfrexInsure. He will be giving us insights on AfrexInsure, an Afreximbank insurance subsidiary recently launched to support intra-African trade. Thank you for being with us today, Mr. Asumadu. During the 30th Afreximbank annual meetings, the bank launched an insurance subsidiary to support intra-African trade. What factors pushed the launch of AfrexInsure? Give us an overview of this initiative.
AfrexInsure was born out of necessity. We've been in the trade finance business for over 30 years as a bank, and we've seen some of the challenges our clients face when they are doing their business, the kind of risk solutions that they need. We as a bank also, as we finance those assets, we want to ensure that our assets are well secured, well covered, so all risks associated with it are protected. Apart from that, the continent is paying huge premium to outside insurance entities for specialty business because we don't have such skills on the continent for specialty risk business. And we felt that why don't we convert these challenges that we see into an opportunity by helping to create the opportunity for African entrepreneurs, African entities to have access to quality specialty risk solution, help the continent to retain part of the premiums that are being paid out. And I did give an example of a 66 billion annual spending on infrastructure. If you are paying 2% of 66 billion and all of them are going out and you are to retain at least 50% of it, you can imagine how much capital we could create on the continent. Apart from that, the continent will also build the skills so we can be able to do our own specialty business. Why? Because some of these international reinsurers and the rest, they don't understand African risks. Risk perception, they overprice. The end result is that if you have your own skills and the capacity and the Africans are writing their own African risk because they understand the risks better, they will price it lower. The end result is that the ultimate beneficiaries of their services will benefit because they add cost. So if the cost is higher, what you buy is higher. But if the cost is lower, what you'll be buying is lower. So these are some of the reasons that motivated the bank to go into this business.
Are there any criteria to benefit from this new initiative?
There's no specific criteria as long as you are doing business on the continent or you are doing business from the continent to elsewhere and you want protection, AfrexInsure is ready to support you. AfrexInsure work with partners across the group, across the continent, so we are always ready to provide the solution that you require as long as it is a specialty solution and covers issues of trade, marine risk, property risk, operational risk, and all those stuff. AfrexInsure will be ready to offer this solution.
What insurance support do you provide and where do your opportunities lie?
Yes, I did mention the support in the area of movement of goods. You can't do trade and the things are out elsewhere. Goods have to move from one location to the another. From sea, on the road, on air. During this movement, there are risks. We call it marine risk. AfrexInsure provided this solution. When you are building road, airports, ports, any building construction, risks are involved there. During the construction, AfrexInsure will be there to provide solution for the risk. When the property is completed, during this operational phase, you also need to protect the potential risks. AfrexInsure is there to provide this solution as well.
What is the duration this insurance covers?
Duration is a function of the risks that you are covering. So if you have a property and you are covering your property, you can cover your property always. It need not be a specific duration, unless you specify that you want to do it only 1 year and carry the risk yourself. Otherwise, AfrexInsure will be there to cover your assets and your property as long as you want that solution.
As an independent initiative, how is AfrexInsure a plus to the bank? What added value does it bring to the work of the bank?
I did mention two things. One, Afreximbank conceived this one as a solution to its own problem. We finance these assets, these roads, these buildings you see, these ports, airports, we finance. So we have to ensure that these assets that we financed are well protected, because if problem happens to these assets, we will not get our money back. They will not be able to pay. So we have to ensure that our own risks are well protected. That is one. Two, Afreximbank was set up to promote trade and trade investments. So by bringing AfrexInsure, we are helping to facilitate trade. And it makes our work more easier, because certain solution that is not banking, but requires different skills and different knowledge, AfrexInsure, risk area, AfrexInsure will step in. So these are some of the reasons that motivated us to go in there. It will not only help our business as a bank to flourish, it will protect our business, and of course, as is part of the group, this premium that is being taken away, because we as a bank, we pay a lot on our assets, but if part of this is retained, what will happen? Our income levels will increase, and we'll be able to support Africa more and do more instead of paying these monies outside. So these are some of the key reasons why we are motivated to do this.
Mr. Kofi Asumadu Addo, Director Guarantees and Specialized Finance at the African Export-Import Bank, Afreximbank, and Board Member of AfrexInsure. Thank you for responding to our questions. That was it for this program. We have more news coming up on Africa 24.